What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic, lovely day. So, where are we at? Yesterday, Judge Penny Atzkarate basically confirmed the verdict of the trial of JD, Johnny Depp, and AH. And there was a little bit of turmoil going on, as you remember, because Elena was trying to get some briefing scheduled which didn't exist. And as you can see here, Judge Penny said, I'm the chief judge of those court, and that's how it goes in this court, in my court. Also, Judge Penny Atzkarate wants to release everything to the public. Why did you have the position under seal? I want everything unsealed. There shouldn't be anything in this case that it's sealed. Judge Penny to Elaine Bickers. So it will be interesting to see if we get transcript and everything of all of it. That would be absolutely fantastic. But we get to this in a second. The most important news, though, is the fact that AH, in order to appeal, she has to pay the full bond. So, as you know, and it's my understanding that the bond will go somewhere like, it's a sort of little bit like, okay, blocking the money. Meanwhile, they figure out if the appeal goes through or not, or whatever happens. But this money must be put somewhere. So, and the Judge Penny Atzkarate basically said, you gotta pay all 8,350,000 plus 6% a year. And I suppose that the 6% basically kicks in immediately as soon as there is a delay in the proceeding, basically, or I mean in whatever time it takes to appeal. So I suppose, and correct me if I'm wrong, that any date from when like you can start to appeal to a year is going to be 6%. So probably it's going to be already, this extra money has to be paid already on top of the 8,350,000, which would be somewhere like 600,000 or so. So that's a lot of cash to Nying Nying. And that's, if you bear with me, that's where I wanted to go with this video. So it's very important right now to see what happens in the next week. If they manage to raise this money this week, well, I suppose next week, the one after, they have 30 days, it's my understanding. But this is going to be interesting because, as you remember, somebody went around saying that they didn't have the money to pay for the bond. So now they want to appeal. They also released a statement that they want to appeal. And so the question is, who is paying the money? If she's broke, who is financing the money? So, like I said, bear with me. It's going to be interesting because it could be a series of ways, of course. And from now on, we're going to absolutely speculate. This is total conspiracy, totally speculation. But if you remember, Jennifer Howell, which was the boss of W, the sister of A, and she lived with Jennifer Howell, which is part of this Elysium. It's a sort of like activist. Now forgot exactly what for. If it's for children as well, a little bit like the LA hospital. But anyway, she was working with this woman, and at a certain point, this woman offered a room to W to live with her. So they're pretty close. And this woman also testified in favor of JD in the trial, and we have seen it. This was a letter that was posted, released by her a while ago in conjunction with all the things that happened to JD. And basically this woman, to make this story short, came forward to tell her side of the story because she saw the lies of both sisters and she just couldn't live with that when she knew the truth, because W had told her so many insight in what was really happening behind closed doors in the penthouses, which was that at a certain point, the incident of the stairs was that AH punched the sister and JD, and the sister had to leave the penthouse and went to live with Jennifer Howell. So this is what Jennifer Howell knows. But the part that I'm interested in is, you know that there is already this rumor going around and about. So in the period that from 2016, which was already seeing Elon Musk, there are footage in the elevator. So Elon Musk stated that he didn't know about their relationship. They were seeing each other after the divorce, whatnot. I don't even want to go into that. But the thing that is interesting will be, if this woman has the money to pay, right, in a week or so, in 30 days, which is almost 9 million, right, or 9 million, it's a lot of cash. So somebody has got to have this money. So as you know, had a kid through a surrogate. And if you read this part of the letter from Jennifer Howell, she talks about, when Elon came up in the deposition, I shared only what I know from you and the mother of I suppose. February 9, 2019, when I came to see you and meet probably the boyfriend or the son of W, is when this conversation with you and your mom took place. I told them I had been told that Elon had gifted Tesla, but A found out they were bugged. I was told that A said he was controlling and that she was in a legal with him over the rights to embryos that they had created together. He wanted them destroyed. A tried to keep them to have a baby. That is the day that your ma told me that Johnny was either an angel or a saint compared to Elon. So there is stuff going on here, and it's not unreasonable to believe that there is some plausibility here. So we know that, of course, had a baby, and bless her soul, the little creature. We wish the little creature all the love, affection, and goodness that life can provide for these human beings. But we have to ask ourselves whether or not, because the father, it's not known who is the father of this kid, right? So could be that this is one of the embryos, if the story is true. And therefore you have to think, did they have some type of agreement, if Elon Musk is aware of this? Because if he's aware, probably they do have an agreement. And that agreement, to say it in other words, can be leveraged, right? So, of course, like I said, this is absolute speculation. We are just riffing off the rumors that they're going around. Feels like we're going through a thriller a little bit. This is just out of entertainment and curiosity, so that's all there is to it. So it will be interesting to see, to close the story, if the bond is paid, it's a lot of money. The money must have come from somewhere, which one can be this, or two, perhaps if the LCLU, whatever the organization, has still an interest in her, in H, and wants to keep her as the face of whatever, might be that they'll be willing to pay for this money, because through the organization through which Elon Musk paid already $350,000 or $500,000 or so to the ACLU, maybe they want to keep that connection, if that's another leverage that can pull in order to keep this whole thing together. So whether or not it's through the ACLU or something, or because between Elon Musk and there is an agreement because of the alleged embryos here, well, we will find out. Because if the appeal doesn't go through, that means that they didn't have the money to pay it. If they go ahead with it, the money must have come from somewhere. And sometimes I would say the answer is the simplest one, or the one that it's already clear. So guys, leave a message. If you know something new, share with me on Instagram, reach out. Please go check also the covers I did today of Johnny Depp, Hedy Lamarr with my friend Lime. So it would be nice to have some support there, or just a comment and like. It's all good. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.